Teaching is hard and technology changes everything. For my Wicked Problem project, I had to implement a use of technology to address a problem of practice and/or an educational goal. The first part of the project was to identify a need or opportunity where technology can make a real impact. I'm a technology coordinator at a K-12 all-girls private school, so part of my job is to facilitate the use of technology resources to all the teachers. I divided my wicked problem in 3 parts that are connected to the same solution. Part 1. We've had Google Apps in our school for 3 years now, but my teachers still don't use many of the tools or features that would make their work a lot easier. I want to motivate them to learn more about this platform that they have at their disposal. Part 2. As I mentioned before, part of my job as technology coordinator is to make sure that all the technological resources available in the school are being used effectively. Since I've started working at Entre Valles, I wanted to design a system that would give me better control of all our devices and software. Part 3. I feel that there isn't enough communication between different subject areas or grade levels of what interesting or creative activities are being done using technology. What solution did I find for all the 3 parts of my problem? Incorporate most of the tools that Google Apps has to offer in creating a site where teachers could request assistance and resources, but at the same time they could share how their activities went with other members of the staff. I would not only make part of my job a lot easier, but also build a functional demonstration of how using Google Apps could be very helpful for other educational tasks and promote their use in the classroom. This site would be accessible to all teachers and coordinators. It would be available to them during the entire school year. Inside, they would find a page for each of the different technology resources, with a form that would add events to a Google Calendar and a spreadsheet. They could also get an email with the day's agenda. There would be a page for sharing comments and photos about the different activities. I would make some useful Google Docs templates for sharing reports with other coordinators and myself. These are only some of the basic features that I would like my site to have. New ideas still keep coming every time that I learn new things about Google Apps. To make sure that my solution had the necessary elements to become a good learning resource for my teachers, I analyzed it using the TPACK model. I began with Technological Pedagogical Knowledge, or TPK. In this solution, the same tools that I want my teachers to learn are the ones that they will be using on a daily basis for sharing their EdTech experiences and scheduling the use of different technology resources. TPK, in this case, would help them identify similarities and differences of doing tasks with or without Google Apps. I think it will also be a good engagement strategy since they are using the same thing that they are learning. For TCK, or Technological Content Knowledge, the content in this case is Google Apps. You might say that the whole site is a non-linguistic representation of the content, since it's a physical or digital model of the different tools. This will help create a mental picture of the different functionalities. Finally, for Pedagogical Content Knowledge, or PCK, this solution has a very practical or kinesthetic approach to learning the content. The teachers will first have the experience of using Google Apps as a part of the school's needs to keep track of technology integration. Later, they can appropriate the same tools for their own needs inside the classroom. The process of creating this site became a learning experience for me as well. I really hadn't tried that many possibilities in Google Apps before. One of the biggest challenges was using the new Google Apps Script feature accessible in Google Spreadsheets and Google Sites. In each page of this site, I'm adding a short description that tells what Google Apps feature I used. I'm thinking of adding several hyperlinks for a more detailed explanation or even some tutorials about it. I'm pretty amazed of how flexible and powerful the combination of all these tools or applications can be. When I had the most important features of the site completed, I started making it public to the teachers and students at my school. Some teachers are accepting the tool faster than others, and students are using it constantly to borrow school laptops to use inside the classroom. Instead of having to fill a paper form, I told them to use my computer and fill a Google form inside of the site. They liked this method a lot more, and I now have a nice spreadsheet that I can later use to generate reports. I'm happy that the project is getting implemented as planned, but it will take at least a month for everyone to use it, and maybe more for teachers to start copying some of its features. The main objective of the site is to motivate everyone at school to use Google Apps more. I'm happy that they are becoming more aware of them. The next time we have meetings or workshops, I can use the site as a reference, and they will be able to associate it when I talk to them about the different Google tools they can use. I think the best way of teaching something is by first experiencing or using it yourself. I will surely make more projects using Google Apps for education. Thank you for watching.